Good morning. It's Monday, October 1st, first day of the quarter. This is George Kachuk with Know Your Options Inc., reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Well, the market uptrend continues, and this morning, a little bit unusual for a Monday morning. Markets were up pretty strong. Dow was up about 70 points. And you got about another 75, 80 point move after the ISM manufacturing numbers came in. Pretty much most economists were expecting that number to be below 50, again showing contraction, and it came in 51.5. That was pretty much a big surprise for the markets, and the equity markets reacted accordingly. Now, while the market's in an uptrend, last week we did see signs of a lot of heavy professional selling. And this is what you heard me refer to before as distribution days, where the volume came in heavier than the day before and the market sold off. So far on the NASDAQ equity market, we have about 3 such distribution days, and the S&P we have about 3 days, and 2 of those days occurred last week. So that's not enough to start dumping equities, but just be aware that there is some selling going on in the market. And of course, we have had about a 15% move on the S&P since the June 4th low. So of course, it's pretty normal for us to back and fill here. Now, in terms of industry groups, last week one of our favorite groups, which was continue to move high in the home builders as good news keeps coming in on the home building stocks, they took a breather last week when pending home sales came in a little softer than expected. So the home builders came in a little bit, which is kind of good because they're a bit too far extended, tough to chase at these levels. However, they come in, might give you a chance to get into those stocks. Okay, so now with this market, we have this uptrend. We have some possibility of some more selling pressure developing. How do you play it? Well, some ideas I like, some of our favorite ideas are medical stocks, because a lot of these stocks could be growth stocks, and they also could be defensive plays if we start experiencing some volatility. And actually a lot of the medical stocks, if you look last week, especially the biotech sector, you wouldn't even known that the market was getting hit. A lot of these stocks came in very gentle. So what are some of these names? Well, Biogen IDEC, which has been on a tear this year, went up to about 150, broke out, went a little higher, and then pulled in right to its 50-day moving average last week. And that's where it seems to always find support. And it's bouncing off there. So right now you can buy that in that area between 149, 148, 152. You can buy it and use that as your downside stop at about 147. And that'd do pretty good for you in this market. Amgen, another big cap biocap stock, came to life this year again. Amgen broke past the $70 level about a month or two ago. Went up to about 85, now retreated, came into this 50-day moving average, bounced off of that level last week. So right around these 84, 83 levels, 85, you can be buying that stock and use 80 as a downside stop. Some other stocks that are showing similar action is Jazz Pharmaceuticals, broke past 50. It's a little bit extended at about 57 now, but comes into the 54, 55 area. That's buyable. Alkermes PLC, symbol ALKS, another interesting biotech stock, broke out past the $20 level, and it's still buyable between the $20, $21 range. Pharmacy benefit provider, Catamaran Corporation, symbol CTRX. We talked about this last week, broke past the 97.5 level, and it's right around those levels. That's buyable up to about 102, using $90 your stop. So again, the reason I like these medical stocks is they have a lot of growth in them, and they could also be your defensive play if the market gets a little hairy here. Now, for full disclosure, I do own Biogen, I do own Amgen, I do own Alkermes, I do own Jazz, and I do own Catamaran. So, as always, let price and volume be your guide. And this is George Kachuk with Know Your Options Inc., reporting you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Have a great trading day.